Welcome back. Our good buddy Matt Lee joins us with some real estate advice. And interesting, when we hear about maybe a buyer or rather a seller putting their home on the market, we talk about staging, maybe a fresh coat of paint, spruce things up. But also, that can apply to a buyer who may be looking at a property that, well, that needs fixing, but to look past that stuff. Interesting.
Yeah. So if you're looking at a home where somebody has retired, maybe moved to a home or the family is selling it and they don't want to really do much. They want to auction the things off and then the house comes up for sale. There's not going to be much done to it. So I think that the one thing is that if you're going in, you have to really look past paint colors, know what flooring's going to cost, because a few things will make a big difference and really modernize that house. And I think that if you get in and if you see these before and after pictures, it's one of these things that gives you a better perspective, because you kind of look at it and say, well, this coat of paint's going to do this, and it can do a lot. You can see how the top one is the older style home where they've got that exposed beam, they've got the older furniture, but you know, and they've got the wooden trim. Wooden trim has kind of gone out unless it's kind of really high end. So they've actually painted the trim.
Difference.
Yeah, so you've painted the trim, you've painted the beams to match the trims. They've gone with the white walls and they've gone with the gray beams and gray trims, which is really nice. This, you know, you've got this paneled wall, you've got the carpet in the living room. This is your standard 1960s, 1970s. They painted the fireplace, they painted the wall, and I don't even know if it actually looks like if they've replaced that carpet or if they just left it. But I mean, if you were to actually, that's a rug with laminate flooring.
Yeah.
So I mean, if you got this this change, there's not much to that. I mean, if you just took the time and you actually went in and did the painting yourself, you know, you could hire the painters. The laminate flooring, I mean, you go out and price it. I mean, it ranges in price if you want to do hardwood or if you want to do laminate or you want to do these different things. But sometimes in these older homes, you'll find that they actually have strip oak underneath that carpet. So people wanted to stay warm. Once they get to a certain age, they put carpet down, but they actually pull up the carpet and the strip oak is in really good condition.
Night and day. Let's take a look at some more before and after pictures.
Yeah,
I love
absolutely.
these. So we're looking at a kitchen here.
So we have this kitchen where they didn't really, this one you can see that they have that beige color to it. They have like the yellow tones in it, and once you change it to, they've gone to the gray style, and gray is more the modern style right now. So if you have that that gray undertone, they have an accent wall in the back. Same with this. So on the left-hand side, you've got that contractor's beige. I mean, we built a number of homes in the early 2000s and through with that beige. They've switched to the white on the right-hand side to make it feel airy and fresh. So that is the
clean, almost. Yeah,
absolutely. The one thing that you should keep in mind if you have children, once you go to a glossy style, it's easier to clean walls. If you go to a flat, it's harder. It could pull the paint off. So you've got your standard rec room where they've got the fireplace and they've got the paneled wall, and then again they've gone to this just painting the fireplace. They didn't really even do anything with the front of the fireplace. They painted the fireplace, they painted the wall, and then now it feels bright and fresh. You know, dark colors are used for accent walls, but are pretty much out. People used to paint greens and purples and things like that, and it makes it feel too closed in. We're into the very light and airy,
fresh, clean look.
Yeah.
Now, do you need special paint for a fireplace?
I would ask about that. We did a fireplace and we used a special paint. It does soak in, so it's one of these things that I would ask the person at the counter. Yeah, go to World of Paint or different places like that, Benjamin's, and ask them about that.
It's so interesting too from a buyer's perspective versus the seller's perspective. Yeah, spruce it up, but even as a buyer, it's not going to take much to spruce up. Let's take a look at some more photos here.
Yeah. So this is actually an interesting one. So this is your standard island. Somebody has put this kitchen in. It's like, it looks, you know, real wood. On the left-hand side, it was something that was probably put in the early 2000s. It doesn't look that dated. The right-hand side, they have created this new fresh-looking island, and that's actually chalk paint, and we'll come back to that. So most people carpet the stairs on the left-hand side because stairs to do hardwood range between $3,500 and $5,000. It is very expensive, it's very time consuming. These people have pulled the carpet off the stairs and painted the runners. So they've done the white back and done the dark top. They didn't really do anything else other than that. So that is something that we do see. Because of stairs being so expensive. It is very difficult to do a set of stairs, so that's why you'll see that, upstairs could be hardwood, downstairs could be hardwood, but the stairs are carpeted.
Fresh coat of paint, what a difference it makes.
Yeah, big difference.
Makes it just pop.
Yeah.
Matt, we thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good job.
Real estate tips brought to you by Matt Lee of Royal LePage.